Hey everybody, it's Benny again. Got another gun show find, number 2, and as you can probably see, it's a Smith Wesson model 1854. It's going to be a project gun again, kind of like the Glock, where make some upgrades to it. I had some ideas. It was a pretty good deal. Guy had kind of a stack of them. Dropped the price down quite a ways off of what I had seen, so I thought I'll get one. In the back of my mind, I thought it's something I've been seeing. It's kind of a trend in the gun world out there to make a tactical lever action. So that is kind of my goal right now. But first, I wanted to unbox it and show it to you and talk about it a little bit, show some of the features, and then tell you what I've kind of got in mind kind of to do type of deal. So without that anymore, we'll tear open here in the plastic wrapper. And there we go. Is that plastic off? All right, and what's in the box? I don't even know. There isn't much in there. Oh, she's crammed down in there a ways. So, manual lock, all in one package with some Allens. I think that's a thumb. Yeah, I think that's for, it's an extension for the thumb. Put it off to the side if you put a scope. So there's, and some extra screws, I'm gonna assume for the top rail here. Just guessing. So there's that. That's about it for the box. Get that out of the way. Un momento. Plastic. So still has this paper sleeve telling you what it is on there. I don't know, maybe some people collect this stuff. I don't know. I've never quite gotten into it, but I'm going to tear that apart or what? Doesn't want to come off on me here. Struggling. I'll just tear it off. Not a big deal. Okay. Good times. So, all stainless gun. You can see it has a small Picatinny rail, ghost ring on the rear, and something I always kind of like. It's pretty slick. Has the brass bead on the front, and it is threaded with an end cap on it. It has a couple M locks. There's 3 of them, one on the bottom, 2 on one on each side, and it has a sling swivel here and a spot here at the front you could put one. This stock, it is really sticky. I don't know, that it's pretty nice. I kind of dig that. I think that they make a wooden one now with wood, and then there's been other models. I know they make it in 357, and they make it in I think they had a 4570 that came out this year, and they have some. They even had it's a big competition out there for trying to. The trend is kind of going with these guns. So it has a. You can pop her open. It's empty, obviously, brand new, but it has a crossbolt safety here. So red, fire, good to go. It has a flat face trigger, and it's grooved. There are grooves here. It's kind of nice. Most of the other triggers that I've seen on Henry's and the Marlins, I think, are more curved. It has a little bit of a curve at the bottom, but it's flat face, and the bigger loop. I don't know how I feel about that yet. I think, you know, you could, as you're moving the action, oh, that thing does flop around a little bit. That's interesting. I know that I think you can take care of that actually aftermarket, but on the Marlins anyway. I don't know if you can with the Smith & Wesson, but you smack your knuckles on that loop on some of them. So I'll have to see. Let's see as an idea. Price was right. Stainless steel finish. This kind of like the Henry has this, and it pulls out. Unlike the Henry, it doesn't. It's the whole tube that you're pulling out. I was reading about this. It's kind of interesting. So you can see there's the spring and the pushing it in. So if you were to dump all the shells out, they would just fall out, I guess. You could dump them out that way. It's not slotted or anything because you're taking the entire thing out, which, going ahead to what I want to do with it, makes it a little bit easier to, I believe, take this stuff apart to put the different fore and buttstocks on here. So my idea was to make it a tactical gun, and with that I was going to put the, it would have the M-LOK aluminum rail and the M-LOK type of deal back here, the skeletonized buttstock on it. And the model that I was looking at, it encapsulates the entire barrel and makes a Picatinny basically from here to here, was my idea. I'm not set yet on a red dot, so if you guys have any red dots that you think I should look at, I'm not up to speed on which ones I'm, either way where I'm going with it yet. I like the EOTech that I have on the other firearm. I have a couple other red dots, but I don't know, for a carbine like this, I haven't kind of come to a conclusion yet on it. So any ideas or suggestions, put them in the comments. Tell me what you like, if you have something like this or something similar or something that you might like to see happen. What I did notice, all of these heads on these screws are torque, I believe. So if you're familiar with that style, I don't know what number yet, but they look like they're all torque head screws, which is pretty slick. So it shouldn't be a big deal tearing this apart. It should be less likely to scratch, I hope. There's a serial number back here on this part of the receiver. And then, as I think I pointed out, it does have a cap. The thread pitch on this is one thing I definitely wanted to talk about. It's 44 Magnum, and they went with 11/16 24 thread, which is one of the bigger ones that I've come across on rifles to date. I don't know what 45/70 is. I didn't think it was that big. I could be wrong, but I would have thought it would have been something like what was on the 45, like I think that's like 5.78 something. So what I had to do, because the can that you might have seen on a previous video, it's in 45, I should be able to run on this. Diameter-wise should be okay. I was going to shoot some 44 specials as part of the goal and see how quiet we could get it. So I had to buy an adapter, and it worked out, so I can get my can on there, and there shouldn't be any problems, I hope. So there's the unboxing for you. Just some ideas. Like I said, I'm going to try and get and make this a tactical lever action was kind of the goal. And I'm hoping in the near future to put the pieces on and show you what it looks like. Talk about any of the issues that I might have had or not had putting it together in the configuration that I'm kind of thinking. Like I said, I'm not set on the sights yet. I haven't really gotten that far. It was just an idea that it's been kind of brewing in my head. I might change if there is any upgrades I can do to this trigger situation. I don't know if I'll sling it after I make it into a tactical gun. I don't know where I'm going to go with that just yet. But it's the Smith Wesson 1854 and 44 Remington Mag stainless steel gun. Soon to be, I hope, soon enough, coming to you, a tactical gun. And then we'll obviously shoot it. I might take it out and shoot it beforehand and just see, like, before and after, what I like with the sights as they come. More than likely, I'll probably do that, and I'll definitely show you guys that. So with that, we'll let you get back to your movies or whatever you're doing at home. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what if you have any ideas on that sight, and we'll bring you an update. We'll take it out and shoot it as soon as possible. Right, Penny?
That's right, Benny.